Okay, so you try number 3, see if you can do number 3, and we'll jump to number 4, which is where you're adding and subtracting radicals, and it's kind of like when we had fractions, you had to have a common denominator. Well, with radicals, you have to have a common radical. You have to have the same exact thing under the radical and the same exact index, which I do. These are both square roots of 5s. So that's going to equal square root of 5. Square root of 5 minus square roots of 5 equals square roots of 5. Well, how many? And then you just combine your like terms. Look at the numbers in front. So I've got 5 and a minus 4. So 5 minus 4 is 1, and so my answer would just be square root of 5. Right? If you come down to number 5, all right, I want to combine, I have to have the same exact radicals. And so these are different, right? I've got a 32 and an 18. So what you have to do is simplify it so that they'll be the same. All right, so we're going to practice what we just did. I'm going to simplify the square root of 32. And now this I can do with a shortcut on my calculator. I'm going to do, go to y equals, and do, since there's no variables, I'll do y equals, and I'm going to do 32 divided by x squared, because remember that's really a square root. Alright, so go on your calculator, go to y equals, and do 32 divided by x squared. And we've done this before. Then you go to the table, and you look for the smallest y value that's not a decimal. You see there's a 4 and a 2 is not a decimal. So that means the 4 comes out and the 2 stays in. All right? So what I had here is I had a negative 2 already in front. So that 4 that comes out is going to be multiplied by that negative 2. And then I have the leftover 2. Right? The 2 stayed underneath, the 4 came out. All right? And then I'll do the same thing. I've got negative 3. But now it is the square root of 18. So I'll go back to my calculator, and I'll do y equals, and I'll make that at 18 divided by x squared, and I'll do second table. Look for the smallest y value that's not a decimal, and again it's a 2, but there's a 3 coming out. So this one, I have a 3 comes out, and the 2 stays in. Okay. So now when I multiply I'm going to multiply this together, so that would be negative 8 square root of 2. Okay, and then minus, and then I've got 3 times 3 is 9, and I've got a square root of 2. So now I have the same radicals, right? So I can combine those. If I add or subtract radicals, I'm going to end up with a square root of 2. And how many? Well, that would be negative 8 minus 9, so that's negative 17. You just do that on your calculator. Negative 8, negative 9 is negative 17. So the rule is you simplify. If you want to add or subtract, you're going to simplify first and then combine your like terms.